Hello, I am going to talk about a topic, a need to relook at clause number 33 of Indian Standard 456 2000 for effective span of a staircase. So, in clause number 33 of IS 456, they have given how to calculate effective span of a staircase. For that, I have drawn here the plan view of a dog-legged staircase, which is very common in every building. Now, here we know that G is the going. Now this is one landing, this is another landing. Now here this is the center line of left landing and this is the center line of right landing. Now this is the width of landing is 2x, so that each part is x. Here the width of landing is 2y, so that each part is y. So here it is x and x, it is y and y. Now what clause number 33, rather one of the sub clauses of clause number 33 of IS 456 2000 says is that when the landing is supported in the transverse direction, or in other words, when it is supported at the sides, that means on this side and this side, here also on this side and this side, instead of supporting at the ends, or in other words, when the landing is spanning in a direction perpendicular to the direction of the flight, then the effective span of the staircase to be considered is given by this table. For example, if x is less than 1 meter, y is also less than 1 meter, then clause number 33 of IS 456 says that effective span in meters should be taken as g plus x plus y, that is going plus x plus y. Then again it says next that if x is less than 1 meter but y is greater than or equal to 1 meter, then it should be taken as g plus x plus 1. Again, third point it says that if x is greater than or equal to 1 meter but y is less than 1 meter, then effective span should be taken as g plus y plus 1. And if finally x is also greater than or equal to 1 meter and y is also greater than or equal to 1 meter, then it says that effective span should be taken as g plus 1 plus 1. But if we look at the research conducted by Ahmad and Associates in Bangladesh in 1995 and 96, what they did was they made finite element study of behavior of the staircase where the landings were supported on all the three sides. So these two sides as well as this end. So they made a study where the landings were supported on all three sides. Now as a matter of fact, most of the staircases in buildings are actually of this type only. That is, landing is supported on all the three sides, either by beam or wall. But strangely, in our Indian Standard Code, there is no such case where the landing is supported on all the three sides. So, in their study, they came to know that the effective span when the landing is supported on all the three sides has to be taken only as g. And again they came to know very important thing, that the bending moment, the positive bending moment at the mid span is WL square by 8 as simply supported bending moment, and the bending moment at this junction, that is this junction and this junction, that is it is called as kink, that is a junction between landing and flight, that is also WL square by 8, but that is negative in nature, not positive in nature. But then they extended their finite element study to the landing which is supported only on two sides as that of IS code case. That means when the landings were spanning perpendicular to the direction of flight, or they were spanning transverse to the direction of flight, and then also they came to know that effective span can be considered only as g, unlike the IS code recommendation. And their recommendations of 1995 and 96, they were included in the Bangladesh National Building Code of 1993. But in Indian Standard, we still follow this table. That means though the landing is supported on the sides, I mean these two sides, still we take it as g plus x plus y. Now this works out to be uneconomical or on conservative side. For example, I will just give you example in 1 minute. Now suppose we consider this dog-legged staircase, and suppose the length of the going, this length is 3 meter, length of the going is 3 meter, and x is 1 meter as well as y is 1 meter. Now what I will do, that I will consider a factored uniformly distributed load acting from one end to another end as 20 kilonewton per meter. Factored UDL 20 kilonewton per meter. That means it will be inclusive of self weight, live load, floor finish, all these things. Now we know that here from this portion to this portion, that is for G going, the UDL will be more because it is consisting of west slab below this as well as the these steps, and here the UDL will be less. But for the ease of calculation, what I will do, that I will consider that the UDL from one end to other is 20 kilonewton per meter. Now we know that for this simply supported element, we know from strength of materials that the maximum bending moment occurring at the center is WL square by 8. And therefore, as per IS code approach, my effective length will be 3 plus x plus y, that is 3 plus 1 plus 1, that is it is 5. And therefore, if I take 20 into 5 square by 8, so the bending moment works out to be 62.5 kilonewton meter. 62.5 kilonewton meter. But whereas if you follow the finite element research done by Ahmad and his associates, then we will come to know that it is WL square by 8, so it is only WG square by 8, because they proved that only going can be taken as effective span, and in that case it is 20 into 3 square. So 20 into 3 square by 8, which is nothing but 22.5. So as per IS 456 2000, it is 62.5, whereas as per the finite element study done by Ahmad and his associates, it's only 22.5, and their research is already included in Bangladesh National Code, but still Indian standard is continuing with this clause. Now this large difference of bending moment, that leads to more steel, more tensile steel to be put in the longitudinal direction at the bottom of the flight as well as landing, and moreover the depth required will also be more. But of course, anyhow we know that in a slab system, the depth of slab is not governed by bending moment requirement, it is governed by deflection criterion. But when we solve it analytically, when the bending moment is more, along with more steel requirement, the effective depth required will also be more, and therefore I am of the view that the IS code IS 456 2000, they should relook into this clause, and they should take all these updates from the research field, and they may change this table so that the design will not be conservative, it will be economical, and as well as we can save on money, as well as we can provide less depth. Thank you very much.